all of my shit. I've sold it and rebought so many different things. Like at this point, I don't even have any of the nice stuff I used to have. Like I have an LV1 that at this point I don't even know where half of the shit is that I bought for it or with it.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Like
the
I
thing,
used to
right?
have
Like,
so many nice pieces of fucking paintball equipment that have just disappeared
like,
now. I've either sold them or traded them and taken a fucking dick in the ass for them.
yeah. Like, like you remember like all of the guns I used to have, the 3 Dragon LV1s, the
Dude, I used to try and get you
Luxes,
to one of those fucking LV1s.
Yeah, the Luxes, the fucking Shocker. Yeah. Like, I had everything. Right now, I have an MG100, and that is it. My CVO is still at Krista's. My loader is still at Krista's. Like she took all of that. She took everything paintball and put it away before, like, we had to move out of the house, and she took that for herself. And Steve asked me to play, and I was like, you know what? I'm off on Sunday. Like, that's the other nice thing about this job too, is I am always off on Sundays, and that's awesome. And he was like, do you want to come play? Like, I will pay for your entry. And I was like, bro, like, I don't know, man. Like, I just, it's a drive. I have to, I have to pay so much for gas now. Like, going to and from work. And he's like, I'll pay for entry. He's like, because it's a BYOP game, he's like, I'll bring the paint. I have so much fucking paint. And I'm like,
I almost showed up to that game because I have weird paint. I have paint from like a year and a half or 2 years ago.
Yeah, I said, all right, fuck it, I'll be there. And yeah, on my way there, I get fucking pulled over. He said I was going 60 in a 35, and I went, no, it goes from 55 to 35 right there. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, well, yeah. I was like, okay. And he just, yeah. He didn't write me a ticket. He was just like, fucking slow it down. I was like, thanks. But yeah, like, I started looking for my stuff the night before, found my MG100, found the box loader for it. I was like, this'll work. I was like, fuck yeah, this'll work. And I'm like, but I know I have my CVO somewhere, and that bitch is gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, where could it be? And I just go, dude, there's no fucking shot.
Brand new CS2 when they first came out.
Yeah.
And then I found out Thunderstruck was doing a Lux sponsorship.
Mm-hmm.
So I fucking traded it for a fucking ice. And then fucking like 3 months later, I found out the DLX fucking thing all fell through, so it didn't fucking matter what we shot.
Yep. That's the absolute worst.
I literally never even put a ball through the CS2. I had it on training mode the entire time I owned it.
And you're like, God damn it.
Dude, I bought everything for it. I bought the extended barrel kit for it. I upgraded my freak barrel kit from the standard freak to the XL freak.
Yep.
With a carbon, actually I bought a I think it was a 14-inch barrel. It was smaller than average.
Yeah.
I bought a smaller barrel where like literally the bore from my goddamn XL freak kit is like everything but the ported section of the barrel.
Yeah.
It is like 75% or 80% of the whole barrel length. Like I bought this all special custom. Like I was like, all right, we're doing this. Nope. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, at least these XL barrel, like, bore inserts would have worked with my fucking barrel kit that they put on this brand new gun that they put out. But nope, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, okay.
And then, like, I'm still friends with, I'm still friends with a bunch of people from Shocker and stuff like that. And they just announced a new gun that they're gonna have at Cup.
I want to see it so bad. I want another shocker so bad. I miss my fucking shockers, bro.
Yep.
My first shocker I bought that I traded all my shit for when I got it at the Fort Knox game, the all pink one.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yep.
I got
I
that
do.
from them, dude. I loved that fucking gun, dude. And then I got the Shocker XLS. I had that for a little while. I love that fucking gun, dude. I loved everything about those guns, man. I want another Shocker so bad.
Did you ever shoot the CVO?
No. Wait.
I think I let you shoot mine at Sherwood when we were there.
That's what I thought. I was just about to say.
I was like, I think I let you shoot it. Like, I just ran into you on the field. I was like, oh, hey, Josh, here's the new CVO. Go ahead and shoot it. And you were like, ooh.
Yes. I
you just went, ooh.
I do remember that. I was going to say, I didn't think so, but I didn't want my memory to skip myself. I did. Yes, that is true. Dude, I wish. Dude, do you remember when you and I were trying to get us all the fucking Mac Dev sponsorship?
Yep.
And we were trying to get everyone to buy the drones through George?
Yep.
Fuck, man. I bought Paige, I think it's a Clone 2. It's pink with like a weird, like Arctic blue anodized accent.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that fucking gun. It's one of my favorite guns I've ever owned in my life. It shoots so goddamn smooth. Actually, so I finally got the LV1 that I always told you I wanted, and I fucking hate it.
Wait, which one?
I just have an LV1. Like I have an LV1 that's like the reverse stormtrooper, where it's the gray body and black.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. I don't like anything about it. I think the way it shoots is dog shit. I was like I always wanted one of those guns so fucking bad, man, and I finally got one after all those years, and I was like, it's not necessarily. I would have been happier with my fucking
CS2.
No, with my 170R. I bought one of the fucking black with the red anodized splatter. I think it was called like Murdered or whatever from ANS. I bought one of those, dude. That 170 was probably arguably one of my favorite guns I had ever shot.
So that's literally what I was just gonna talk about.
It was so fucking nice.
So Dewey has a rule that he doesn't shoot a gun under $1,000. It's a dumb rule, but he has so much money. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
Dewey's fucking nuts.
Yeah. I'm in a bad spot. I had a stealth that I got through Corey from Seattle Thunder, and he's like, well, you weren't supposed to sell a gun that I got for you for a little bit cheaper. I was like, I ended up in a bad spot. I had to sell it for money. Like, I needed the money, or else I wouldn't have. And Dewey texts me. He's like, let me take a look at it at the next big game, and that's like 10-15 days away or whatever. I was like, Dewey, like you know me, like how I treat my guns, and I show him very detailed pictures, and he's like, yeah, I'll buy it from you. Like, here's like, he's like, I've already sent you the money in PayPal. And I was like, okay. And to this day, he still owns it, and it is the only gun under $1,000 that he shoots.
Right.
And it is the gun.
Before the stealth became like the 170R, where they took the pipe away and everything.
Or no, maybe it was just a regular black 170R. I don't remember if it was a stealth or just a regular 170R now. I had both, but either way, it is the only gun under $1,000 that Dewey shoots. He brings it with him to every single game that he goes and plays, because he knows no matter what, it's going to work. And it is the only gun that he loans out to whoever he brought with him. And he's like, it has never not shot. It has never had an issue. It's never broken a ball. Like, and I'm like, yeah, Dewey, because I owned it. And he's like, ha. He's like, but no, I don't know what you did to that gun before I bought it from you, but it is the smoothest shooting gun that I own. And I went, Dewey, you own guns that are like $3,000. You need to fix your shit.
Yo, dude, I bought so many Cocker variants that were stupid money because I was working at Sherwood and was getting deals and able to like trade shit I had for them.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe that shit.
The
There's so many things that I did.
the
that was just...
one gun though that I regret getting rid of is that oil slick purple pump cocker. The one that I built with the Oracle body, I think.
Yeah, it was the like purplish one
Yeah.
with the auto trigger.
Didn't I sell it to you?
You sold you sold it to me, and then I think I gave it back to you, and you got rid of it.
Yeah, and then I had to sell it again.
I mentioned because I know I reached out to you to try and get it. Actually, I'm about to. Here, I'm gonna send you. Let's see.
Oh, and then one of the guns that I built.
I just sent you a photo.
Facebook,
on Instagram.
Discord. Oh, okay.
So that was my murdered out 170R. That was a retro FLE cocker that I bought custom anode. And then I built the 2 cocker pumps to the bottom, and that was a MacDev drone that I bought a while ago. And that cocker, the blue cocker on the bottom that I bought, that's the cocker that, no, I lied. The cocker above it, I'm sorry, the black and gray fade, that's the cocker that was on George's shelf.
Yeah, I remember that one.
7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
I finally talked him out of it, and he gave me it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
So that pump on the bottom, that I asked if you still had the Oracle cocker for me to buy it back from you, and you were like, "No, man, I got rid of it." So I bought all of the extra shit to build that cocker like 2 weeks later.
Dude, it was one of the best pump guns that I ever owned.
Oh, dude, it was so buttery fucking smooth. I hated it. You could top the thing by rocking your hand back.
Yeah, that and the MVP. I still regret getting rid of my MVP like forever ago.
So I never got into pump, but I wish I would have kept that Oracle to get it to stay into it, and I wish I would have fucking bought an MVP. Because those were like I think the 2 pumps that ever made me think that I would enjoy the game.
Yeah, and then the MVP 2 has been like announced, delayed, announced, delayed, announced, delayed, announced, delayed. Like, I don't know.
I think since Dynasty has taken over that company, everything about it is just to strictly cater to them.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against them. I mean, they're still a great team. They still prove it every year in and year out.
Yeah.
No matter if they have a bad start or a great start, they still prove it. So you kind of can't blame Field 1 for just letting them kind of take the reins.
Yeah.
But still, it does kind of suck because, like, arguably the MVP was probably one of the, if not the best high-end pump to buy in the industry. If you weren't gonna custom build one, like, if you didn't buy an MVP, everything else was basically a joke.
Yeah. Or the
No, that weekend I got the fucking pink shockers. The same weekend they came out with the KP3, and I got I got the limited edition gold and white one.
Yep.
And I played with that for the first day, and then I played with the shocker the whole rest of the weekend.
Yeah, that gun was bad. Like, and it wasn't KP's fault. It's just like it just wasn't conducive to pump. It wasn't like pump is not meant to be cheap. I guess is probably the best way to say it.
For sure.
Like, yeah, you save a bunch of money on paint because you're shooting a pump gun. But the gun that you're shooting it out of needs to be good. Yeah.
I always used to say my favorite part of paintball is that it doesn't matter what given day, a Titman 98 could outshoot my fucking Geo or my fucking LV or whatever I was using in that day. But when it comes to pump, like...
No, you have to have something good.
Matters.
Yeah.
It matters.
Yeah, you have to have
something that's quality. It's bad.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's not like, oh, it's because it's cheap. It's because the parts were not quality, and it was cheap because the parts were not quality.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. thought about it 100. Oh, I actually need to find that. I hope I can find a company that'll fucking rehydro a gorilla tank.
Gorilla
I
or
should
First
say
Strike?
First Strike.
Yeah, there's only one, believe it or not, because we just had to have our tanks rehydroed before we had to move up. Before we had to move.
The last time I did one, it was it was before Gorilla had changed to First Strike, and I think I had to send it to Washington.
Yep.
Or some
Yep.
shit like that. And they did a DOT like scanner code
Yep.
update for it.
And it's
So
because
the only so I have that.
it's
one
literally
good
it's
and the other
literally
one's
because of the scanner thing. That's why nobody else will hydro their tanks, is because of the scanner thing.
Yeah.
Because it's a $20,000 class and scanner.
I'm gonna have to figure out who the fuck that company was, dude.
Steve.
I might as well
S
just-
Steve. He literally just got ours back from him.
Nice. I was gonna say I should probably just. I know, like I said, my one tank is still probably good for another year, but the other tank, like it needs to be rehydroed. So at this point, I probably should just send them both out and get them both redone. I bought Paige a peanut tank, brand new Ninja Peanut, like 3 years ago, maybe
Yeah.
4 years ago. So it's probably on its way. But I
So-
know that.
so that's the thing.
Ninja, it doesn't matter. You can,
That's the thing, right? Like I took my I just got my tank hydroed. Hey, I'm set on gear. I have everything that I'll need to play for the purge, right? And I look at the tank that Steve took and he put like a little bit of air in it. Still says 1,000 PSI. And I'm like, oh, sweet. I'm all set. And I thought about testing my gun the night before and I was like, no, because it's going to be loud. And, you know, I don't want to, you know, I just don't want to do that now at, you know, fucking 11 o'clock at night. And I should have, because then I would have realized that my fucking tank was,
right now.
the fucking tank was empty. And the gauge was just sitting at 1,000 PSI. It didn't actually have 1,000 PSI in it. So, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? Like, I go to air up my gun, nothing happens. I'm like, oh no. Like, there's something wrong with the valve, there's something wrong with this, there's something wrong with it. Oh, fuck. You know, whatever. No, just, fucking the gauge was leaking, that was it. Well, I don't have fucking time to put a new gauge on right now, so I'm not going to.
There you go.
And luckily Steve's nephew was there, and he was like, oh yeah, I have a tank you can borrow, don't worry about it. And yeah, so now I have to fix that eventually. But yeah.